V-Gates. My name is Third, and this video has taken me over 7 years to make, and it's still in the making. Literally the only times I ever go on Twitter are to post my own tweets. Third issue one on Twitter. Make sure to add the one. It's a very important distinction. Or to entertain myself whenever I don't have very high bars at school. It especially works out because I care so little about the blue check marks on my feed that I'm fine tucking away in haste if I need to. So anyway, I was scrolling on Twitter, X, whatever, I don't respect Elon, when I saw a tweet. Crazy, I know. It was a tweet that was a screenshot of a Snapchat message between two people, and the messages were between me, because it's Snapchat, and cosplay fan. So I was a little bit confused. But after some horrendous scrolling of the replies, I figured out it's freaking Yandere Dev. Jelp me? Yandere Dev, if you don't know, is the creator famous for a game called Yandere Simulator. A game where this girl, the main character, kills people, I think, and she takes pictures of other students' pantaloons. Ew. I don't care about Yandere Dev or his game at all. I care about him and it far less after seeing the stuff that I'm talking about today. All I know is that he made, or I guess is making, some anime game with unironically bad graphics, and it's for some reason taking him more than 7 years. I never really watched any Yandere Simulator content, so I don't really know what it's about, but what I do know is that 1, it takes place in a fake high school with kids that are high school age, and 2, there's a slutty nurse. I've seen the creepy-ass character designs before, and they get way more creepy when you realize it is 14 to 18-year-olds, which is why the stuff I'm talking about didn't really surprise me that much. That being said, let's get into the stuff that I'm talking about. The very first screenshot I have is probably the funniest out of all of them. Not because of the situation, because it's not funny at all, but just because of how this guy types. I used to be friends with somebody like this, and one time I texted him about how he needs to change because he's like an asshole, and this is exactly how he types. Maybe all assholes type the same. Do you think that fucking, I don't know, the Tall Knight types like this? You are the one traumatizing me! I'm sorry. This here is trauma! This is abuse. This is power imbalance. I'm being emotionally abused by you. I'm 16. You have this massive blackmail over me. You're 35. This guy is saying, you have this massive blackmail over me, as if the blackmail isn't what I'm assuming is him being like a pedophile. I don't think being a criminal is blackmail. I think you're just a criminal. Yeah, I'm gonna bomb this building. I have a bomb in my hand, ready to bomb this building. Dude, what are you doing? Oh man, now I have to kill you. Whoa, you have blackmail. Or I could just send this video to the police. No! Hey man, it's not blackmail. You're just a criminal. The second one is a hell of a lot creepier than the last one, and I'm not even gonna show it or read it because I don't want this video to get taken down. But let's just say he asked from a minor, even though he knew it was illegal. Like, he literally said, it's only illegal if you report it, and I trust you won't. What? Even as someone who has never played or watched people play Yandere Simulator, I was not at all surprised when I heard about this. One of the fucking objectives of the game is to take pictures of students, minor students, clothed in lower regions, and I'm not talking about Texas with a tarp over it. Texas, though? Yeah. That's weird! How was that not at all red flaggy? How did we not see this coming? Come to think of it, I thought Yandere Dev was already called out for his creepy behavior from the character designs alone, but apparently not. Like, the uniforms that his characters wear look to be literally super glued to their skin. Also, what the fuck is that skirt covering? Barely even a skirt at this point, that shit is a belt. And not in the cool, scene Y2K way, but in the creepy, weird, LKP way. Low-key pedophilic. After a few days of all this info being out, along with voice recordings of calls that Yandere Dev had with a fan that was a minor, he put out a little statement, an apology, basically. The apology itself was actually surprisingly pretty good. He took all the blame for the voice recordings and donated a lot of money to an organization that helps with victims of abuse, but he didn't address everything, he only really addressed the voice calls, where he made some very creepy and very flirtatious jokes to the 16-year-old that he was on the call with. He addressed that and the fact that he was even talking to a 16-year-old fan alone, but nothing else. Nothing about the messages. Nothing. He also phrased it a little bit like the problem was him talking to a 16-year-old, when it wasn't. Obviously, yeah, that's a bit of an issue, but the biggest issue that he has is a repeated history with minors. And let's not forget the damn characters in his game. The next thing I'm only really gonna mention briefly, just because it doesn't really have to do with the whole, grooming thing. But this guy doesn't believe DID is real. Oh, alright, I've gotta make a statement. I can't take DID seriously. I don't think it's a real thing. I think it's a made-up fantasy that some people indulge in as an excuse to occasionally roleplay as different people. I can't take it anymore. I can no longer pretend like it's not the weirdest, dumbest, cringiest shit ever. It makes me uncomfortable and it creeps me out. I don't want to see that weird crap here anymore. I've made the decision to remove Chris from the server. I can't fucking do this voice anymore. I can no longer play pretend with someone's weird fantasies or pretend like their silly role-playing is normal. Oh, so you think DID, a scientifically recognized disorder, is weird and it makes you uncomfortable? I wonder what else is weird and makes literally everyone else in the history of forever uncomfortable too. How can you, as like a 35-year-old man that has taken above 7 years to create one game, how can you know for sure that DID isn't real? You are not a scientist. There is no science in sexualizing your own underage characters. DID is like a scientifically recognized thing, you know? If DID wasn't real, we'd probably already know about it, right? The audacity of some of these weirdos online absolutely fucking baffles me. How I don't even know how to put it into words. That's how strange it is to me. What gives you the right? How can you be weird online and also a fucking dumbass? Pick a damn struggle. Okay, one more thing that I'm gonna talk about, and this is completely unscripted and improvised, so if it doesn't flow like the rest of the video does, that's why, but I just learned about this. So basically, he had a message with a 12-year-old fan, where he was like, happy 12th birthday! And then the fan was like, thank you! And then he was like, fucking, it's so bad. It is so bad. It's so gross. But he was like, that's a big age for a young woman. Have you started your... Has you started your period yet? He didn't even say have. Get the grammar right if you're gonna be a creep, okay? And then that person was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing that. And then he was like, it's fine. I'll keep it a secret. That is so strange. That's so weird. Okay. Improv over. Okay guys, I don't know. This whole situation was one that I was absolutely 100% expecting to happen. Like, I'm not surprised at all. All the love ever to exist ever for the victims. Like, genuinely, that guy is disgusting and gross and he deserves to rot in hell. But that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, and you made it this far, then you should subscribe and like, and turn on notifications and all that jazz, because it really, really helps out. At 500 subscribers, I'm gonna do something. And I actually am sure what, and nobody recommended this to me because you all suck. No, you don't. I love you. Nobody recommended this to me, but I just wanted to do it in celebration of the Fiona and Cake show because I love Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time. At 500 subscribers, I'm going to be making another baking video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it with Archer or not this time. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to be making fin cakes from Adventure Time, so subscribe if you want to see me do that. And probably fuck up a lot. And not to get all Minecraft YouTuber on you, but according to YouTube analytics, 96% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So, you know, do me a favor and change that up a bit, you know? Okay, you are all great. My name is Third. Guten, bye. Hey Third, what are you working on right now? Oh, just the end bit where I explained that Guten bye is an inside joke, and that I know it isn't goodbye in German. Oh, how long have you been working on it? Like, 7 years. Why? Oh, I have no idea what to do for it. Oh.